I mean, Juliette, where is your story in all this?
It's called I Have Before Me, a remarkable document given to me by a young lady from Rwanda.
It's a two-character play about two people, one of them being a refugee from Rwanda who has escaped the 1994 Rwandan genocide, who is seeking asylum in London.
And she comes to a refugee center because she's written a story. She's written her story.
And what is your book about? Is it a novel?
It's about the genocide. Our next-door neighbor, he said, now it is time for all the Tutsi cockroaches to die.
In the refugee center, she meets this guy who's a failing, dried-up, lousy writer.
And he sets out to try to get her to write her story.
I thought that perhaps I could help you write a different sort of book, a much more powerful book, a book with a lot more impact than this.
She is not willing and or ready to tell her personal story.
The truth is, it's the personal story that will make people really understand what went on.
What the play really is about is the relationship between these two people.
Now he's looking at me with eyes full of pity, a hate that we Tutsis are proud.
How they have very specific expectations of each other and how those expectations are broken down as they get to know each other.
Sweet girl.
Oh, I thought he would be a proper writer, a man of letters, not a man with a stain on his trousers.
Shy. Probably looks up to me.
It's not a play about the genocide. It's a play about two people seeing each other and having perceptions about each other and putting each other in a pigeonhole.
The writer.
He's a scribbler, that man.
They both have such extreme expectations of each other, and they keep blowing those expectations out of the water.
But then I thought, might be nice for her to be in a car for once. Bit of luxury.
His car is old, not like my papa's. He cannot be rich, Simon.
And there's also a great deal of humor in the play because of the culture clash that happens.
In Rwanda, only babies and women eat bananas, so we think it is funny to see a big man eating a banana.
Simon and Juliette stop and listen and realize that as different as they are, they have a great deal to offer each other.
These descriptions are wonderful. You're a natural storyteller, Juliette.
She has as much effect on Simon as he has on hers.
Do you have any more stories like these?
Oh, many, many.
Well then!
Once they really discover each other and are open to each other, we see that they avail themselves to changing.
Thank you, Simon, for inviting me. Before, I didn't know what it was, a poetry evening. But now, I know poetry is good. It is good you're a poet and not a book writer.
Books bring in more money.
Money is not important. Believe me, I know what is important in life now, Simon.
Two lost souls finding each other, helping each other heal, giving each other hope again.
It is for you I'm writing this book. To make you proud.
There's a kind of a softness and a gentleness and a giving and a heart that's in it.
I wrote this book to take the pain away from my heart. But also, I write it to help all the people in the world who feel hopeless, who think they have nothing to live for.
To me, it's a story of hope. It's a story of healing. It's a story of coming together and celebrating that what we have in common is often much stronger and more compelling than what separates us.
And I found the answer to the question, does life have a meaning? This is a question I asked myself all the time, because if it has a meaning, why has all this happened? And I think I found the answer to writing this book. So please, when it is published, I ask you to read it so that what happened can go a bit into your hearts and away from ours. And so that the people who were killed will not be forgotten.